Hey, peace, y'all. This is Views from the 7 podcast. This shit got spent some joint with my home. Damn. My homeboys, S.O.
What's up?
Wifey in the building.
Ew.
Shout out to Skinny and Ivan. What's up?
What's up?
Chilling, man. We good, man.
Nothing a week down. Well, it's been a little bit more than a week since we've been up in here. It seems like it's been forever.
Oh, yeah, man. What's the feedback from Talala Fire from last week?
Talala?
What was the name? Talia? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, man. Shout out, man. It interesting to say the least, man. A lot of listeners came out that I wasn't expecting to
Whoa.
either
No pun intended.
a lot of listeners, damn, a lot of listeners, man. The new and old, man, that we got from that, man. Shout out to her, man. She been keeping in contact with me, and she was shouting us out based on how we was pushing it and promoting it and things like that, man. So, yeah. Shout out to her, man. That was interesting, man.
Yeah, it was.
That was interesting.
It was. I had a friend. She was saying how she was so intrigued how like us as like straight men was just having a conversation with her. We didn't feel uncomfortable.
Hell no.
Like,
Yeah. Because why would you feel uncomfortable unless you're like secretly attracted?
Exactly.
Like what would make you uncomfortable about that conversation?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
With the person.
I mean, you still got people that it's a lot of people out there that still got an old school way of living or thinking.
Yeah.
So I've always been interested in conversations outside of the norm, outside of the box that we used to. You know what I'm saying? Those are conversations that bring me in. All them other shits, man. I'm kind of cool on.
Right.
You know what I mean? The conversations that been boxed in. We've been boxing with them for ages. I'm all right on them conversations. But it's another week down. Wifey, what's been going on?
Oh, nothing much. This past week we got a chance to check out a really cool coffee shop / bookstore.
Oh, yeah.
The Writer's Block.
Shout out.
Shout out to News from the Margin.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice. The coffee was excellent. It's like in the downtown area of Las Vegas. So if you ever get a chance, stop by there. The cookies are bomb.
Yeah. It's called the Writer's Block.
Yeah, the Writer's Block.
Okay.
And like you can have them warm it up for you. They have it's like a really cozy, nice little place to visit if you're into that type of thing. I love coffee, so I was like, this right here I could see myself coming back here just to hang out and, look around.
It looked like one of them Love Jones spots where they
It
just spoke a
felt
word.
like it. It did feel like it. And I was thinking, I was like, it would be so dope because me and Spence, we had talked about this years ago about opening like a coffee shop / bookstore because I love coffee and he loves reading. So it was like one of those things that we thought of. And I was like, what if we had something like this for Black people, like owned by, Black owned? Because it was more of like a mixed crowd there, but which I think that's a good thing too. But I was like, it would be nice if we had like a Black owned one of these type of things. But and then I got a chance to check out Bryson Tiller's new album.
Shout out.
I was not expecting a lot from this album, and which is kind of crazy because I am a pretty big Tiller fan. However,
The first album.
Yeah, the first album. No, I enjoyed the last one.
Oh,
So this is third album?
Trap Soul
Yeah.
Deluxe.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. And it's funny that you say that because like we want to, when we fall in love with our favorite artists, it's like, okay, usually when they start drifting off and doing some other things, we're like, I don't really like that.
Yeah.
But then we kind of, look at our favorite artists. If they continue to make the same type of music, like, oh, well, that's Trap Soul Deluxe, part two. But that's what you fell in love with them for.
Yeah.
I think you got to have healthy balance of giving me what I want and experimenting. Mm-hmm. The problem is the experiments got to be good.
That part.
You can't put the trash experiments on there. And then,
got to baby step me into the experiment.
Because like I always said, man, I feel like Kanye, man, kind of bullied us into this masterpiece word. So just because you experiment with something doesn't mean I have to give you credit for it if it doesn't sound good to me.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's true.
So, you know, a lot of people be experimenting, but that shit be trash, and they be like, "Man, I'm putting this on the album because it's something different."
And then when it don't go good, then they want to go. They can't go back to the old ways because they went so far left experimenting.
Yeah, it's hard to get back
Yeah.
to where they came from. But I didn't really have like high hopes for it because I didn't really like the singles that were released, but the rest of the album, it was pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised. He did have a song on there that gave like a country vibe called The Undertow.
Interesting.
Right. Exactly. It was very interesting and it was actually enjoyable too. Like I found myself playing it back a few times. I'm like, okay, this is, opening up something totally different from what he normally does, but it was a good album. I enjoyed it.
Shout out to Las Vegas homegrown man, Euros.
Yeah.
Euros got a production credit on it, man.
Oh, word?
So yeah, I think it's song called like Stay Gold or something like that. But I think it's the third song on the album.
That's what's up.
But shout out, man. Shout out to Euros, man. Hometown. You wasn't here last week. Did you? You got the chance to hear the Beyonce album?
I did.
And
I'm not all the way. I feel like my attention span is not long enough. I probably made it to like song 17, maybe 17, 18.
It's boring, huh?
You know what? I don't think it was really boring, but I didn't really take it for like what I thought a country album would be.
because it ain't a country
it's a
album.
Beyonce album.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Beyonce album, but I do feel like it kind of like opens up your ear a little bit more to like what she was doing for other Black country artists. Because a lot of their streams that they went through the roof because she just featured him on like one song. So I thought that was pretty cool. But she got some good songs on there. She got a few. But after listening to that, I was listening to Anthony Hamilton's first album, Coming From Where I'm From. And I was like, I wonder if this, because if she's considering that country,
That
would
would be
we-
like bluesish?
I don't know. I'm like, it kind of felt, when I was listening back to it, his Coming From Where I'm From, it felt kind of country a little bit, like the Southern twang. And
So what is the difference between blues and country, except the tempo?
I think blues has more of a soul feel to it, where you're like expressing your feelings, and it has more like soul food. I mean, fried chicken is soul food, but it's difference between soul food fried chicken and KFC fried chicken.
yeah.
So I would think country would be more KFC-ish, and blues
More
would be
commercial.
more
Yeah, see, I took Anthony Hamilton is more bluesish.
Bluesish. I don't know. I heard a lot of country listening to it, just by his Southern twang and everything. Like,
And so did you check it out yet?
The Beyonce?
Yeah.
No, I haven't got to it yet. I don't know how. I just haven't got to it yet, man.
I feel it.
do you plan on it?
Yeah, I do. It's actually on my next up to play. I've been playing the Buddy album.
How you like it?
I fuck with it. I fuck with the Buddy. I jumped on the J. Cole shit. I should have listened to the Beyonce.
I'm like that too, man. When it I got that bad though. Like if it's something that I know I really want to listen to, like I think the Beyonce was the first time I've ever listened to something as soon as it dropped.
Okay.
As far as big name artists.
Yeah.
Usually I would wait month or two so I can the limelight and all that shit would die down, the opinions would die down, and I can just listen to it without no outside influence.
You said that before too. I think I'm doing that with the Beyonce because normally I jump on it the day it's released. But
Okay.
I think I'm gonna wait a minute.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for you, I haven't listened to shit. Ain't nothing dropped this week.
The Future.
I listened to Future. I listened to Future. I
Yes,
listened to
they
the
did a
entire
review on that.
Oh yeah.
But like J. Cole, J. Cole, Bryson, it'll be probably like next month when I turn it on and shit and really give it a look. Cause I actually like both of them. J. Cole,
Man, speak your truth, man. We got to talk about this.
Born Sinner is one of the greatest albums ever to me. And that was my introduction to J. Cole. Right?
Okay.
And so maybe I experienced with it more than other people.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed that album because he was really, you know, for an introduction to him, he was really like talking his shit. So I love Born Sinner. Not Born Sinner. I'm sorry. I love Cold World.
Okay.
Cold World was my introduction to him. I did not like Born Sinner.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not like.
That's how I feel about it too.
Yeah, I did not. That's what the Crooked Smile and shit with TLC on it and Let Nas
Yeah.
Down and all that shit. I didn't like that shit. And then he came with Forest Hills Drive,
That's the favorite that most people like.
which great album. For Your Eyes Only, very niche. You have to. I liked For Your Eyes Only, but it's very, very niche. Like everybody was not going to like it.
So is that his To Pimp a Butterfly?
Some people would say
Yeah.
that he was,
damn.
because To Pimp a Butterfly came first,
Okay.
and then For Your Eyes Only, and then KOD was trash. I ain't even gonna. KOD was trash. KOD was trash. I have not liked an album since. I know he been on his rapidy rap lyrical miracle shit. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with Cole. He's had some features. He had some low moments when it came to features. But again, you know, when it comes to this whole what they got going on with this quote unquote big three, I was one of the ones who just felt like he was just happy to be here. To me, he's undeserving to be in this. When you talk about the big artists in hip hop at this time, I think he's undeserving to be there. He has no reason to be there outside of he got a couple hot features.
I agree.
So,
But what determines that? What makes one deserving to be in
I
the
think
top three?
when he doesn't move the culture whatsoever. He doesn't move the culture. He hasn't had any albums that are worth mentioning in that light. And when he's on something, it doesn't like he doesn't have it stopped hip hop moment. Drake and Kendrick got a few of those.
Yeah.
Drake, Kendrick,
Future.
You put Future.
So when does Kendrick stop hip hop?
Every album he's ever made.
Really?
The Damn album, for sure.
The Damn album stopped. I was there when To Pimp a Butterfly dropped. That was crazy.
I feel like it came and went very fast though.
What?
For both of those albums, like I don't feel like it was something that people were really talking about for quite some time. Like I don't really feel like it stuck like that.
I think Pimp a Butterfly got a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though I don't care for the
Pulitzer.
album, but
Yeah.
I mean, it had a couple of hits on there that kind of lasted long.
He had some joints on there. He got It's All Right. Is it All Right?
Yeah.
Which now is like that's like a political song at this point. That might be
That's the new This Is How We Do It.
that is the new Changes.
Oh, the Tupac Changes.
Yes,
yeah,
that is
okay.
the new Changes.
When do y'all hear that song though?
What Changes?
During any black political movement
I have
march.
not heard that song in years.
All right.
I have not heard that song in years.
Wow.
I can't pinpoint a time where I've heard that.
It was on
In a
the
minute.
NBA games. Like it was like a real
Yeah,
big
that was
thing.
a big song. And then he had the I remember at the end when he had the Tupac interview at the end of To Pimp a Butterfly. What else? Damn stopped. Everybody was listening to that album when it dropped. Now, regardless if you like it or not is a different argument. But I'm talking about when the album dropped, nobody was doing nothing else. Drake has that moment every time he gets ready to drop.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Cole does not.
He don't have two of those.
He doesn't have that at all. He's been on a hot streak of verses. I don't think that is worthy of him being put at the, because now you a lyrical miracle nigga now. That you're deserving of that. So I didn't listen to the album yet. That's all. I didn't listen to the album yet.
Okay.
But I did listen to the track.
Okay. What's your thoughts on it?
I like the first part.
Do you?
I like the first part.
The way the beat starts.
I like the beat. Yeah, I like the beat. I like the first part. The second half,
See, I like the second beat.
I tuned out.
I only like the second beat of the whole song. Everything else is kind of like you could have kept this shit. And it's funny because Shorty kind of mentioned it too, and I was thinking that, but he kind of contextualized it better. He raps too monotone. He raps like he has no force behind his voice. So when he's rapping like he's just reading it off of paper. Like it just seems so calm. There's no energy behind it. Like how I always say Tupac was never the lyrical miracle rapper,
Yeah.
but his feelings
the
or how he
emotion.
said his emotions and make you feel it.
They
When
all
he
rap
said, "I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker," I felt that.
I think that's the style of rap these days, though.
Cole don't have that.
No, there is no. I mean, when you look at Cole, when you look at 21 Savage, Future here and there, Larry June,
Yeah.
but
Kendrick has it though.
Yeah, Kendrick
has
it. But as far as like monotone and they rapping the same way I think damn near every artist is doing it these days. Ain't really no emotion. What's the can you think of a current rap artist that puts emotion into their music, not necessarily the rhyming or the rhyme schemes, but just emotion? Can you think of one?
Shit, you're gonna have to give me a minute. Fuck.
See?
42 Doug?
Jesus Christ.
You be like singing.
Nardo Wick?
Nardo Wick.
No, we got a lady song out there. He
be sounding the same on every song.
I say, yeah.
Even when he talks.
He
talks
raps like that for real.
I say he rap like
In
Maya
person,
Angelou.
in person, that is how he sounds.
Oh my god,
It's weird. Yeah,
they had they have like this little YouTube series where it's like a rapper and he's trying to pick out of girls like who he would date or whatever. And he was on there. Oh my God, his voice, it sounds exactly. It never changes. So I don't even know. I don't even think he has emotion at all.
But
NBA Youngboy is the only one I could think of.
He be singing.
Yeah, but it's still some meat. No, he getting to he getting to his emotional bag a little bit. Everybody else is kind of the same.
But do you have to be theatrical to be entertaining? Like you have to? Or?
I think you have to. It has to be a mixture, and that's what Pac did great. I think this is part of the reason that this Kendrick verse is as good as it is, because
how he said
it. Yes, that might be a perfect verse. Like he did not leave nothing on the. That's a perfect verse. He didn't waste any 1 second.
Cole didn't hit us with no shock value neither. So everything he said was stuff that we kind of been thinking.
I actually got Cole up 1-0.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
When you talk about battles these days, right? I believe if you are able to move public perception, you are up. I think Kendrick did a great job at, this song is everywhere. It's in the clubs. I pulled up next to a nigga the other day and he was like blasting and shit.
I think I said a preview for Bad Boys 4, and I think that was the
Really?
I think that's the background.
Now, as far as, and I think that's what Drake problem is going to be, because Drake is not Kendrick. And so people are going to expect when Drake drops this song, if he does, it has to be like a banger. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like a back-to-back.
Correct.
You put Drake in a corner. Cole doesn't have that.
He don't have that in him.
He don't, we don't even expect it from him, right? This is something like we expected him. The problem is we've had a full fucking revisitation on To Pimp a Butterfly for like the past 3 days on social media. Ever since this song dropped. We didn't do that with the Kendrick drop. The Kendrick verse was dope. we ain't do none of this right here.
Didn't dig
They
into
are going
nothing,
back
yeah.
and digging into Kendrick's entire catalog at this point.
It don't
Like,
hold.
is he really? Is he really
He don't hold.
that nigga?
I
Like, is,
don't
he, is that
hold.
He
him?
don't hold the same weight as he used to over time. Because Pimp a Butterfly wasn't that to me.
It's niche. It's very niche.
Yeah.
I loved it because of the time we was in. You know, you talking about police brutality.
Exactly.
The Black Power movement.
I think the artwork was like
Everything. It was a
about
perfect storm, and he dropped it at the perfect time. So there was, even it's not even a political album, but I mean, shit. Damn near the first song on there, he talking about this dick ain't free. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just. He dropped it at the perfect moment. But for Cole to do this and it now the entire public, I've been on Twitter for since Friday.
Yeah.
They are going through Kendrick's entire catalog.
Rightfully so.
To me, that says
which does kind of help him too at the same time when you think about it. Because if they're going through it, that means that they're going to revisit the albums. They're going back and listening also.
yeah,
sure.
because regardless if the song if you put the songs side by side, right? Like that is blowing this song out of the water.
Easy.
But for me to only say one line of 3 lines basically about your music, and it's making the public go back and listen to your music, especially
Questioning.
this one album. That to me that's a big deal.
That's moving things though too.
Yeah.
That's kind of stopping hip hop a little bit. Like, okay, well, let's revisit
I ain't
this.
gonna do that, but-
I mean, you saying but at the same time, you are also saying that you've been on Twitter for the past few days, and everybody is revisiting their thoughts on Kendrick or on this album specifically because of what he said.
I don't know if because I think you saying two things. You're convoluting two things. I think he doesn't have any stopping hip hop moments.
Cole
doesn't. But as far as when you talk about this battle going back and forth, I think Cole is up 1-0. Not because the song is good, but because I said something good enough to make the public go back and revisit your work. To me, that's a win. And everybody, I'm talking about everybody trashing the Pimp a Butterfly. Man.
I
It's
mean,
crazy.
But they didn't
It's
like
heartbreaking.
it then, though. A lot of people
I
didn't
didn't
like it then. I remember you
I
being one
hated
of
it.
the only people
I
that was saying
loved
how
that.
what
I
a
did not like it.
masterpiece or that it was great.
It grew on me
because
over time.
it was the I hadn't heard a song, I hadn't heard an album in that long that used live instrumentation. All of it, the entire album is live instrumentation.
It's 2015.
Yes.
Okay.
So during that time, I wasn't used to hearing live instrumentation in just what we were going through during that time to drop an album during that time, and it was great.
And it's a 9-year-old album.
But it's very niche. I can understand if somebody was to say, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because I think Cole has a better discography.
Then Kendrick?
Yes. I'm giving Kendrick one album. I give Kendrick one album, and that's Good Kid, Mad City, where the overall opinion is this is a great to classic album. Other than that, he has been making very niche albums. You either like them or you hate them.
That's true.
Damn was way too commercial for me. Got some joints on there, way too commercial. I do like Untitled, but that was to Pimp a Butterfly throwaways.
Yeah.
So I liked Untitled. I did not like Damn.
Nobody like Mr. Morale.
My God, I hate Mr. Morale. And the niggas was on the internet trying to argue with me about this.
They liked it?
Nigga, he's on here arguing with a chick. This y'all riding to this shit? This shit is garbage.
What about Black Panther?
The Black Panther soundtrack.
That's not his though. That's like
He executive produced it.
yeah, but that's like
And he got a few hits on there
that's
too.
like a butter rim. It's like a death row like a
Compilation.
yeah.
Or it was the case.
But he makes very niche music. You either like it or you hate it. Beyonce at this point making very niche music. You either like it or you hate it. So I have Cole having the better discography out of the two of them, and I have Cole. Drake has better songs, but I think Cole's discography is better than Drake's.
So how can his discography be better than both, but then you say he's not deserving of being in the talks of being the top 3?
Because
How?
the music can be good, but you just don't. The music can be great, but you just don't have the brand to stop music when it drops.
I feel like that about Rick Ross.
Rick Ross been making the same song since he came
Rick
out.
don't stop. Rick don't
He
stop.
don't stop them. He don't stop the culture, but he makes good songs. He's consistent.
Yeah. I would say, let's see if we can go back to the 90s, right? Kanye stopped. Kanye, I think at this point is J, Kanye, M. J, Kanye, M, Drake.
Wayne?
No.
He had a moment.
He didn't put too much trash out.
Oh, okay.
But during his the
His
hype,
peak.
Just like, okay, so I got Drake, Kanye, M, J, Beyonce.
How you got M in there?
White Jesus.
Whenever he drops music, people are going to listen to it. I'm not saying saying the music is going to be good, but when you hear these artists are getting ready to drop,
You'll stop and pay attention.
everything stops. And I think it's only I think Beyonce is the only R&B artist that I can think of that. Oh my God, Beyonce is dropping.
I don't think Beyonce is R&B anymore. She hasn't been
But she-
R&B since her first album.
But she's the only.
She's the only black woman, I guess. you could
Yes,
say.
that if Beyonce is coming, that
Rihanna.
They've been looking for that album for years, and I'm like, I really don't understand the logic behind that because I don't enjoy Rihanna's
I
music.
don't
like
know, that
that.
lift me up shit kind of. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it was trash.
But everybody was looking forward to it, and they were let down because it wasn't that great. But
I think when Cardi does, things will stop for a minute.
she been releasing songs lately, and they've been
They ain't
kind of
been
like they ain't
working.
really been
Yeah,
doing
work.
nothing.
Yeah, so I'm only gonna go those. I'm only gonna go those five
five.
for sure. If Jay say I'm releasing the album, shit stops. Ain't nobody releasing nothing. M, people may still release shit, but people are gonna listen to M first. Drake, at this point, you don't even need to.
They gonna listen regardless.
Yeah.
Kanye,
I think he lost it.
Kanye. Kanye's last.
you know how much Kanye made off that album
How much?
independently?
How much?
Have you heard Donda 2?
No, because
Nobody
that's 'cause
has.
He released it on something, but that Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign did a lot, and that was independent by themselves, like really by themselves. So, yeah, I'm only giving them 5. I can't put Cole in there, man. Cole's just happy to be here, man. Shout out to him, man. They did pick me, man.
I don't think I don't feel like he was just happy to be here though. Like when I listened to it, I felt like it kind of was like, all right, do you want to do this? Like, do you want to go there? Are we?
That's what you got out of
That's
it?
how I got
kinda
it. I felt like he didn't give like everything that he possibly could have on that.
You know what I got out of it? My 2 partners are arguing, and I'm only saying something because I feel like a shot was thrown my way. It was really like nice. They called it somebody called it a loving light diss. It was like really like it was.
But is
really
there
nice.
anything wrong with that though? Like honestly, is there anything wrong with his
After that.
delivery? Because when you think about Cole, do you really think about an aggressive man or an aggressive person that's going to be
very passive aggressive? Very.
He could have leaned into that, though.
False prophets when he was going at Wale and Kanye. There was a song that people felt like could have been shots at Jay. He got absolutely destroyed for Snow on the Bluff when he was going at for No Name. So I always took Cole as like very passive aggressive, not necessarily one to just throw himself into the ring.
I don't feel like it was as bad as everybody made it out to be, though. Like, I feel like a lot of West Coast biasness was showing. I really don't. When I listened to it, I enjoyed it. I was like, okay, I felt like he did his thing on there. A lot of people that are saying, oh, it was terrible. He shouldn't have did this. He should have did that. Coast. It's because of they have that West Coast biasness. Like, you're not going to ever say J. Cole is better than Kendrick. You're just not going to do it growing up on the West Coast. It's not happening.
You make a hard enough song, it'll make me look at Kendrick like, all right, what we going to do, Kendrick? He got you.
I feel like Cole's the better artist.
Aw.
I feel like Cole's the better artist. I've been in here saying I feel like Kendrick is a little overrated.
I've been questioning that for a few albums. I keep having hope in Kendrick. Like, all right, Kendrick, you got to give us another good Kid Mad City. Give us an Overly Dedicated. Give us something.
It's because we hadn't had an artist that came from the West Coast in a while that really like put out something that was enjoyable, that was kind of different from the north. Come on now, we didn't. The game is cool. He's cool, but he's the game. Like, nobody's paying attention to him like that. Like, no.
What?
Nobody is paying. You always talk about how great he is, but nobody really talks about him like that.
That's the top, man. I got a top 5 album, top 5 discography in hip hop, bar none.
For sure, West Coast.
But nobody's putting him up there. Like, nobody's
up there with okay, now we having a different discussion. Nobody's putting him up where?
Katy Perry over the game for sure.
Katy Perry.
I'm trying to hear this. When you say put him up where? What do you mean?
I mean, like, he's not, when he's releasing music, no one is like, oh my God, I gotta go hurry up and listen to the game.
No.
Like, nobody's doing that. So
but when you talk about,
he hasn't made a huge impact. Now, he's had great albums. However, he didn't have the same impact on music at all that Kendrick did. Everybody was looking forward to Kendrick when he first came out.
They're down two different playing fields.
Yeah, I disagree with that. And I think Kendrick's moment was when they were all on stage and they kind of passed the torch to him when I think it was Snoop, Game, Dre. They were all on stage and it's kind of like they passed. He was on stage crying. This was early Kendrick. And he was on stage crying and shit. So I think he was one of the ones that were fortunate enough that the entire West Coast was pushing him. It wasn't I'm fighting my way up. They were pushing him. But when you talk about discographies, and you talk about top 10 and rap period, the game name is being said. Absolutely.
Okay. That's pretty subjective, but
game is top 10.
Okay.
Rapping, discography, he's top 10. He's top 10, man. The only, I think, shit. No, if we being
music is subjective.
If we being completely honest, if you talking about top 10 in rap ever, Game might be the only person from the West Coast on that list.
The style of rapping
and discography.
Shit.
He is the only one from the West Coast. Not a Snoop. Not
Cube.
Fuck no. I wouldn't did. Hey, look, hold up. Since we here, I went and did some digging
on Cube. Okay.
I watched the NWA movie for some random reason. And so I wasn't alive during that time.
You was alive. You weren't paying attention to music.
No. I think the first Straight Outta Compton came out like 91.
You was alive then.
I was alive, but I wasn't around.
Okay.
I didn't know Cube had only did one album with them. Straight Outta Compton is it.
Yeah.
He wrote Eazy's first 2 albums.
Yeah.
And then he did Straight Outta Compton. He was gone.
Yeah, they ain't paying him.
Then he did 2 albums.
Okay. The one he did with the Bomb Squad, the East Coast.
That's
producers.
the Predator. I think
that's second. He did one before that. America's Most Wanted.
Okay, America's Most Wanted, and then Predator's the second one, right?
Yeah.
3rd album, he tried to go G-Funk, career over. They wasn't taking him serious no more, and that's when he came back with West Side Connection.
Yeah, but even the singles off that 3rd album kind of flew.
What? Except this is you know how we do it. That's it. When I tell you I was going back, I was reading articles and shit. They was killing him for going G-Funk. It was almost like they treated him like he sold out.
But he reinvented himself though with West Side Connection.
Cause he wasn't nobody taking him seriously musically no more. That was it. Them niggas' reign was over fast. I was so that's why I put on Twitter. I'm like, so when they broke up, what hurt the most? Was it that they broke up, or was it the diss records?
Probably the diss records.
Hold on. You forgot about Death Certificate. Did we say Death Certificate?
That's his fourth album, ain't it?
That's his third, I think. It was 91, second.
Death Certificate is okay. The first two albums, the first America's Most Wanted and Death Certificate, right?
Right. So then when he came up with The Predator, that's what had. This is how we.
Okay, then that's when it was a rap.
So that was the third.
It was a rap.
But then remember he had the War and Peace album, the
Come on, trash.
Push Rhymes Like Wade.
Come on. When was and West Coast West Side Connection was what, 95?
95, 96, yeah.
Yeah. So he had a two year down period.
I hated West Side Connection.
Did you?
I did not like Dub C. Oh my God. I hated Dub C. He was, oh Lord.
But see, that's the reason why the age of information can work against you sometimes. So, because I can easily pull this shit up.
But a lot of the albums back then they came and went because people didn't. They put so much into the singles. Even with R&B, we talk about that all the time about how it'll be top heavy or just they have like a good 2 or 3 singles and then the rest of the album is really a throwaway. They were able to do that back then because people didn't have the chance to preview their music. They couldn't go and stream and see like, oh, do I want to purchase
But
this?
you went into the store. What you mean?
Would you?
Odyssey?
They sold cassettes, but most people just get the album for the songs. So if I don't push a lot of cassettes that has the single on it, it's forcing you to buy the album.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I bought 400 Degrees.
Just the song?
I wanted Han. I couldn't find a single. I bought the album. I thought it was a dumbass song. I was just bound to be irritating, but the album was hard as shit.
Yeah. Damn. Oof.
That was the time. Like you really only had to put in effort, really, with the singles. That's really all you had to do. And then they used to release the singles too, where you could just you can get the single, and then they have the remix, the instrumental, all that stuff. And
so yeah, man. But before we move on, man, I do have it. I got
got call 1-0
right now. If I can make motherfuckers go back and listen to your shit, and dig through your shit, I won. You know what I mean? I think I've seen people saying, Cole was the wrong messenger.
They want to hear from Drake.
I want to hear from Drake.
No, like you can't say nobody's music is putting somebody to sleep when your music.
Library rap.
I mean, he's the equivalent of like Cole might be the equivalent of like Jill Scott or like a Lettuce. You know what I'm saying? It's like real like
melatonin.
It's like real like neo soul rap.
But what's wrong with that?
It don't move the crowd.
Not rapping.
Not when it comes to rap. You gotta have energy. You gotta excite arenas. You can't just be sitting on a pedestal just rapping like you doing spoken word.
Yeah, but he actually has a following that.
Do we?
That I believe so. That looks forward to that type of music.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got a cold following.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Does Kendrick have anything left? Like, does he have anything else to say, or is it like
I would
one and done?
be surprised if he didn't put this out with something else in the tuck, because you gotta know when you put this song out, there's going to be a response. You gotta know. But right now, I don't think anything has been said
to make him respond. Do you think Drake is gonna say anything
to Future?
He been fucking captioning a lot. I think yesterday he had an Instagram caption of the Larry O'Brien trophy in like a locker room and like a notepad next to it. So
we gonna see, man.
We gonna see. It's a fun time, man. Hey, man. Shout out to, I keep telling y'all, man, shout out to Cat Williams, man. he set the tone for what this year was gonna be. I was, as a city boy, and I'm a fan of Glorilla, man.
You seen that too?
Low key broke my heart. There, JT was tearing Glorilla to fucking shreds.
And I like Glorilla too, but she was giving her the work.
And then
You listen to her album?
I listened to her album.
Yeah, everything's pretty good.
I heard that it's really good. I haven't listened to it yet.
I heard she I was told she's trying to move away from and it was crazy because JT was saying that like, you know, you gonna always be like a Glock toting. You know what I mean? She Glorilla said, I mean, JT told Glorilla, you know, you tired of. I know you. We see that you tired of crumping, but you always gonna be a Glock toting voice. I was told she's trying to move away from that.
From Yo Gotti?
The gangster chick.
Yeah, she's trying to. I think that's why she's pairing up with Meg right now.
Yeah, because you know what's her name bullied her the fuck out of there.
Who?
Sexy Red. That is her image and her image only. Yeah. Anybody else trying to do that, you in trouble. Go ahead and.
I feel like Sexy Red just kind of like doing her own thing. I don't feel like she kind of. I don't really look at her as like a gangster bitch. Or,
what?
I don't really look at her like that. I feel like she's like ratchet and
she's the voice of the hood, rats in the hood.
Yeah, but that don't give like. No, I don't. I will be 100% honest to say that I don't listen to nothing that don't pass TikTok.
You don't like Fuck My Baby Daddy?
No.
I'm looking for the hole. That's what you know. That's the It Ain't My Fault. It Ain't My Fault. I like that. I like the song she got with Summer Walker. I really like the song that she got on Chief Keef's new record. Yeah. That shit hard.
Yeah.
She got some shit, man.
I feel like I don't know.
Sexy got some shit.
She got all the confidence in the world, and it's authentic, and I like that about her. Like Mike Jones.
Man, that baby weight looking real good on her.
I don't want to admit it, but it do.
Hey, man. Hey, what they say when they be quote tweet motherfuckers on Twitter, hey, man, hit me out.
Yeah, right.
Hit me out.
I think it's cool that she had Soulja Boy in her in her video that she released. And a lot of people are paying homage to him right now.
Hell yeah.
I think people are finally, you know, people was looking at her like she was the Antichrist back when she first came out, but I think people are starting to really grasp that she's authentic, the same way that people look at Cardi. Yeah. I don't think there's also, good or bad, they are showing you who they are.
Yeah, but you also have to remember when she first came out, she was doing a lot of clickbaitish things, like with the lip liner, the cosmetic, I think it's like lip gloss or something she was putting out with like all the STD names and stuff. So she was like doing a lot when she first came out. So people were like, what is this? Like,
yeah, I think.
Where'd she come from?
I think, so shout out to Glorilla for trying to move on. I haven't heard it yet, but shout out to her for trying to move on. But I mean, where does Glorilla go though? She doesn't have the look. She can't be a pretty bitch. I'm sorry. She can't be a pretty bitch. She can't. So she can't go into the Megs, what's her name? The Lottos and the Ice Spices. She can't go there. She don't got the look.
But is it she don't have the look, or is it she don't have the body?
She don't have the look. Both. Well, now she got her titties on. We didn't see her titties a couple times.
Yeah, but she don't have like no ass or like hips or no BBL. Boobs. Yeah, but that don't really move men like that.
Lotto and them don't either though, do they?
Yes.
Lotto got ass.
Lotto is surgery?
Yeah, she had a BBL. Yeah.
Oh damn! I know what's her name really played volleyball. Her body is really like that.
Man,
no, Ice Spice. She was a volleyball player. Yeah, you could
see, and her mom. You could see her mom got the same.
Yeah, she was a volleyball player in the real. And I know they said. But Meg got smaller though. So
she did. She went and got lipo. That party said allegedly.
Oh, so.
And then started doing fitness.
You know what
videos.
I mean? I salute. I like I said, the hood bitch shit. I just think Sexy Red has such a fucking grasp on it. I don't know where Glorilla goes. You know what I'm saying? I know she got Glow, but like that goes to the all you did was remake a 3 6 Mafia song.
Well, she from Memphis, so that's kind of positive.
Yeah, but it's like, is that sustainable? Because me and Wifey was talking back and forth. Like, the shit that she was putting out before Glow was, my God. She
internet
had the
trolls.
Internet trolls was trash.
Back.
The shit with Uchi Wally was trash when she was the Uchi Wally sample. Mm-hmm. And then she came out with Glow. So she got FNF remix, Then she came out with the Internet Trolls. Then she
Which
had the
was bad.
Uchiwali sample single. And then she came out with Yeah Glow. But it's like,
She might be a I'm happy to be here type rapper too.
I just ain't nowhere for her to go. It ain't like it ain't nowhere for her to go. Even with like, where do you go?
Just keep making good music.
Keep
Just
making
trying.
Yeah
Just
Glows.
keep making.
Because everybody was talking about that song.
Yeah Glow, yeah.
Yeah Glow is kind of like,
Yeah, ho. This is
Yeah.
Juicy J, but I don't know where she goes, man.
I
But
think
I
we
was
gotta
told
visit
she's trying
the
to
album.
move away. I was told she's really trying to move away from that sound. But again, where do you go and it be sustainable? I don't know.
Come to the West Coast. Ain't no female rappers out here.
What? Saweetie? No, I'm just kidding. Don't disrespect Saweetie like that, okay? No,
So
just kidding.
shout out to Glow, man. I hope she finds her lane. You know, I was one of them ones, man. You know, when I heard FNF, I was going crazy. But it kind of she just getting lost in the mix, man. And I think it's really a shame because she was one of them ones. She had the accent, you know what I'm saying? She had the lyrics and shit like that. And then Sexy Red just came and give me that. All of it.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Sexy Red is out rapping anybody.
no,
Ratchet.
Oh, I thought you said out
Ratchet.
rapping.
Hell
I'm
no.
like, she's not
She
out rapping
out-ratchified
nobody.
She can't rap, but she be saying some shit. She's
Yeah.
the female.
It's the confidence.
She's the female Boosie.
I agree.
I
with
hear
that,
Boosie.
yeah.
When I hear Sexy Red, I hear Boosie 1,000%.
When
So
I
that
hear Boosie, I hear Trina.
That go back to feeling.
Oh, that's crazy.
Having feeling in what you're saying. That's what Cole kind of
Yes.
loses me. He don't have feeling in what he's saying.
No.
As far as Boosie and them do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like when artists release, their new projects and stuff, stay off the internet arguing.
Well, because the
'Cause
song
it's like almost a promo
but-
tool right now. It's
no,
like
but
go start an argument.
Okay, so the problem was there's a song on Glorilla's new album with Meg,
Yeah,
and she was basically saying like, what would happen if all the girls would come together? Like she was saying,
that's
like
the song with Meg. Because the song with Meg, I don't
that's the
think-
song
I
with
think it's
Meg
like
where she was
a
saying like Cardi
introduction.
and Nicki would come out with a bomb, and she said me and JT ain't beefing, but we ain't the best of friends. She said something like that.
Yeah,
She dropped her name in a song, and
Yeah.
so that's when someone asked JT on the internet about it, and that's when it just
yeah.
so.
But you kind of already knew JT was gonna win that battle on the internet. 'Cause
No,
she's
no.
always arguing with people.
But
online.
there was a rumor at
Fans,
one of the
artists, whoever.
there was a rumor at one of the award shows that Glorilla had slapped
Yeah.
JT, and then Glorilla came. I don't know if it was FNF, but there was a song about she mentioned something about slapping somebody.
Slapping rap bitches.
So
Smack your mama.
so JT was like, not only did the bitch go silent, but she dropped a song kind of trying to allude to it, and then that's when it kind of just went. And JT kind of just ate her the fuck up on the internet, man.
I seen the tweets.
Some people
I
are
was
just built like that. Like they do that arguing online all
And I
day.
didn't
And
know
they
fucking Glorilla teeth looked like that.
yeah.
when she first came out,
God
yeah,
damn.
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
She been chewing on
Yeah,
firecrackers.
She got that fixed real quick after FNF.
Yeah, she can't go with the pretty bitches, man. She got. I don't know where she goes. I don't know.
I think she just has to keep making music. Just keep
Yeah.
making music and pushing through. Because honestly, I did not see her coming back from Internet Trolls. That song was so fucking bad. Like, I never saw her coming back from that. And then when she released Yeah Glow, it's like, okay. And I'm sure, the nostalgia probably helped a lot with that. However, it worked for her. So maybe she needs to go in that lane and,
And the 3-6
stop name
lane.
dropping.
What's the one when she redid Slob on My Knob, Lick Something?
That was a good one,
Lick or
too.
something.
Yeah.
That's all she doing is remaking
She
the
all
old
remaking
3 6
3
Mafia.
But
songs.
that's where she from,
Oh,
though,
so stay
too.
in that lane.
Yeah, I don't know if it's sustainable at this point.
Make a new sipping on some syrup.
Something. Stop talking about JT though. Leave JT
Yeah,
alone
yeah.
because
That ain't
JT
it.
really can't rap too. Like she really can rap.
Yeah. Shit. So what's been going on, man?
Nothing, man. Just being a nerd, just sitting in the house and working, just being laid up and shit. I ain't doing too much this week.
Okay.
You still drinking or you going dry?
Man, we ain't gonna talk about
We
that.
we gonna need a weekly update.
I know. I told myself, all right, I'm only gonna do beer and wine, no hard alcohol on the month of April.
Yeah.
That shit lasted till Saturday.
Boy, but wine will. People kind of like. I'm not a beer drinker, but wine will definitely get you where you need
And
to
I
go.
noticed like 1 or 2 beers, maybe max, and I'd be cool.
I told you me and wifey went on a date back in the day, and that's when I was introduced to the soju.
Oh,
I done told this story a few times. I was introduced to the soju.
you don't taste it going down, but it
That's
hits.
so good.
Nigga, I was in the backseat slumped.
Had a
Sweating.
whole picture.
Man, that shit tasted like fucking juice. That shit was amazing. Man, I was in the backseat slumped, man.
And I don't think you had a hangover the next day either.
Nah,
after
and I
that.
told the people, man, that I hadn't. It's just it's amazing how like I don't know, because me and wifey was kicking it so much earlier in the year, last year, that I still ain't bounced back from it. Like I'm kind of not. I'm okay with not being outside.
No
still,
shit.
right? And so I said, I put on Facebook that I hadn't had a drink in like 5 months, which I didn't. And niggas just going on there like I was just alcoholic. Like, just social drink, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
you
like
don't
a-
drink like that. at
But
all.
yeah, so it was amazing. It was nice to see what how I can change just innocently
Yeah.
change the perception that people have. But yeah, I came in here. We took a shot. I had 2 shots last week.
yeah, he
was
gonna drink
wild.
for SO, but he won't drink for me. Look, the white man tell you to open your mouth.
But other than that, man, I've been cool, man. I'm really upset at myself.
What, MMA?
I didn't go last week. My kids didn't go to school, man, so it kind of threw me off, and I just couldn't get out of bed, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm one of them ones where I'll run my body into the ground till it tells me to, okay, you gotta chill. Then I'm in bed for 2-3 days. But I did. I'm very upset at myself because I caught on the UFC late.
Okay.
So I'm watching it. I'm watching it on TV, and
That's a hard watch.
I'm able to like pinpoint. I'm pinpointing shit out. I'm seeing shit and all this shit, and I'm like, damn, I'm hella mad at myself because I was not interested in it at all. That was the first time I've watched a UFC fight ever. And so yeah, man. Other than that, I haven't been. I didn't go last week, and I've been upset at myself ever fucking since. It was cool, my trainers reached out to me.
Yeah.
And that was dope because they didn't really have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't paid them a cent yet.
You going back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just last week my kids wasn't in school and it just kind of threw me off and
And then you had the holiday too.
yeah.
Kinda
Well,
like
so
just threw.
they reached out to me, man. They reached out to me, see how I was doing, man, and things like that. So that was cool, man. I can't see myself not. I can't see myself quitting it. I enjoy doing hard things. You know what I mean? I think that one. I think doing and accomplishing hard things is what builds character, not necessarily the struggle and failure of it. If that makes sense,
I know
right?
what you mean, yeah.
So, even now you see so many kids out there, man, that are not, because we give them everything, and we always stepping in. You watch them struggle and get so anxious when it comes to them having to do hard things because they're so privileged. And so for me, I enjoy it. You know what I mean? I enjoy it. And when I overcome it, I'm going to be searching for something else, Also, man, I want to say, man, I think we take for granted when people actually say they have a good day. It fucks me up a little bit, but it's such a great feeling. When you ask them, normally when you ask some people like, how are they doing? They be like, oh man, one day at a time, or I'm doing all right. But when a motherfucker be like, hey man, I'm doing great, brother. I'm doing great, man. I'm here. I woke up. I'm here.
Right.
And it's just, man, that energy is like so. It's great, man. It's a great feeling. You don't come across that too much, Normally, when you ask a motherfucker how they doing, they just
Go right to the bad shit.
Yeah, and they start dumping on you and shit. So when a motherfucker is like really, and then the positive affirmations start flying and shit, man. That's a great feeling, man. Because I've been in a great space lately. I've been in a really, really great space lately, man. So yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing it, man, and accomplishing things in life. That's really all I got for this week. Did I do anything? No, I've been chilling. Tomorrow I'm going head first though. Tomorrow I'm going
good for too long, huh? Ready to just fuck it up, huh?
Yeah.
That's usually how it is too. You be having like some good days and you be like, damn, I
I'm
knew
bored
something
now.
was gonna come up.
Yeah, I haven't I just been feeling naked all week because I didn't go Monday or Tuesday. So they hit me. Yeah, they both text me like at different times. Like, hey, you all right?
Fuck you up tomorrow. Watch.
Boy, I think when you do skip a week though, it does kind of do something to you mentally. Like, damn, I know I gotta go back. I want to go back, but whew, when I go back, like
up.
it's gonna be fucked.
Fuck you up.
Put my icy hot in my bag, and
He probably ain't gonna be able to walk for a few days.
yeah, probably. It's all good though. Shit, you know what I mean. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm not looking forward to getting the ear, but if it comes, it comes. You know what I mean? The cauliflower ear.
Yeah, that's.
It may come. It just depends. Like I'm not doing it to compete, but
You want to be competitive.
hell no. What?
No,
I'm just-
not to compete, but you want to be good at it. Like you don't want to just go in there and get your ass whipped every week. That's not the goal, right?
I think in terms of my age and where I am now, I believe I'm going to get better, but I'm probably going to be getting destroyed a lot unless some new people come in there.
Pain stimulates the brain.
This is a fact. But the motherfuckers in there ain't no joke, man. Like the motherfuckers ain't.
I think though, with you being a natural competitive person though, like I can't see you just not
This is different.
being competitive.
This is like.
I'm not saying go and that you want to go to the next level and actually fight, but
Yeah.
I don't see you not being competitive, like just proving something to yourself.
No, I mean, like I said, I know I'm gonna get better at it. But you have to. The people that are teaching you can absolutely like destroy you.
Well, they're masters.
No matter how
yeah.
good you are at
Yeah.
this shit, you know what I mean. So it's kind of like you can do great, but I can come in there and I can be. You can know right off the back, like I'm gonna come in there and I can be fucking. I can turn into fucking Ray Allen, but I'll never be Stephen Curry. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's just not happening. It's not in my cards.
You can kind of just tell, but it's humbling. Like I told SO last week, like it's different when you can really hurt a person. You know what I'm saying? The only thing, going for the times I have been, the only thing I can see differently or I feel differently is like, you do got head cases that come in there and just want to beat the shit out of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You do have those. But for the main part, there's a different level of confidence when you can completely defend
somebody else.
yourself. You know what I mean? There's a different level of confidence. So you start to see like, okay, now, talking and being more talkative and confrontational. Not confrontational to a point where, we come into blows, but like if I feel a way, I'm going to say how I feel.
Mindful of body language and how you
yeah,
interact
not
with
just
people, your
like
tone,
passive
all that,
aggressive and
yeah.
shit like that. You know what I mean? So those are the things that I can tell differently. But other than that, man, I'm looking forward to going and getting my ass beat and yeah.
More power to you.
Good for
brother.
you.
Well, I mean, my first week there, I was beating the shit out of some dude. He was like, I'm not gonna fight you, too damn big. You know what I'm saying? He's like, can we start on the ground? You know what I mean? No Diddy, but he was like,
Yeah.
can we start on the
Oh, God, is that a thing?
Because
No Diddy.
a lot of people, we starting from the shoulders, and then if it gets to the ground, then shit, it is what it is. But he's like, can we just start on the ground? Because I'm not wrestling. I'm not wrestling you. You know what I mean? So it happens, and then for the most part, I go against the trainers.
Okay.
And that's why I'm always getting my ass beat. Because I'm going against the people that are training me, not
Nobody off the street.
Yeah. So it's different.
That makes sense.
I want to see your first match. This gonna be
Well, I'm
funny.
not saying he not fighting.
I'm
He
not
not
doing
he
it
ain't competing.
competitively. Fuck. No. When a motherfucker told me, hey, man,
I don't suggest anybody compete because
a leg shot, just.
what we watched with those two women, oh my God. And then it just changes in an instance. Like one of the ladies, she just was getting her ass beat, like really bad. Her face, she was bleeding from everywhere. And then all of a sudden, she ended up winning. Like she had put the girl in like some kind of chokehold or something. And it just, out of nowhere, it just switched like that.
It's just,
She looked terrible, but she won. But
I think now that I found like a great outlet, I wholeheartedly believe like I don't think anybody should be walking around holding in anger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone needs that type of outlet. And I'm not saying that's going to be it, but everybody needs some type of outlet to let them get off what they're feeling or how they're feeling.
Right.
And it doesn't always have to translate into words. You know what I mean? So just the things that I've experienced, and when I'm coming back from the class and shit, I'm too tired to fight with anybody. You know what I mean? I just, all right. But it's this box. I got this like this aura around me, like fucking Bruce Leroy right now. And so can't you know what I'm saying? I ain't really let nobody penetrate that with the fuck what they got going on, because I know the energy and how I'm feeling, and I'm not giving that off to nobody else. So I'm not letting nobody penetrate me with what they got going on, and the fuck shit they got going on. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So other than that, by the time we get up out of here, we got the NCAA championship will be it's today. I think we watched it Friday.
Yeah.
I think this is the problem when you have more eyes on the sport now. I think Friday was probably one of the most heartbreaking.
For LSU?
No, for fucking
UConn.
Oh yeah.
That might have been one of the most heartbreaking endings I've ever seen in a game, man or woman. You got your star player coming off a screen with 4 seconds left and what potentially could be the game-winning shot. And an offensive foul is called. Oh my God. Wow.
They didn't want UConn. They didn't want that.
South Carolina.
They did not want UConn to win, to move forward.
I ain't gonna say all that, man. Because Paige, what's her name? Paige Buckner. She's hella good. She's hella good in her own right. She just got hurt last year.
Yeah.
She was hurt.
But is she the
I
storyline?
didn't know her stepmom was black either.
I ain't know that either.
Yeah, but
People are not talking about her. She's not entertaining right now. Like they have an idea of who they want to see go all the way.
I think South Carolina gonna stop that.
Yeah.
I hope
Possibly.
so. I hope so, but I have no idea what's going on the men's side. I don't
Nobody knows
even
either.
have
You haven't heard a word.
Alabama went.
Fuck
We
yeah.
lost
Y'all lost
yesterday.
yesterday. And I only knew about that because I seen Charles Barkley on the TV. And with Charles Barkley on the TV, I know it's Alabama shit. But as far as like
Is
a
he a
game,
Bama fan?
He from Alabama, but he
from-
went to
oh,
Auburn.
is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know who's playing. I don't know. I don't think I've watched a man's game at all. I know I haven't. And normally I only watch college. I only watch college basketball during March Madness.
It was weird. The women took more of a lead role. They got more of our attention. I think because they probably been there longer, like 4 years. And I think the NIL deal helped them a lot, too, to make them stay in the league longer. But then that made me look at WNBA because women college basketball is more interesting than WNBA.
Yeah, I think was it Angel Reese that was coming out and saying like the perks that she has in college basketball, the WNBA cannot offer that.
Yep.
And
But she said didn't she say she was going?
Yeah, she's going to the WNBA.
yeah.
She only has 1 year of, but she had another year eligibility left because of I think it's COVID. Yeah, but she's going to the WNBA. And so what you think changed, man?
as far as what the WNBA, college women basketball, it's storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlyn Clark storyline, LSU and what's her name, Angel Reese, South Carolina undefeated. It's storylines. Flage, yeah.
I did not know that's Camouflage daughter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He passed when her mom was pregnant with her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Flage.
Shout out to the legend. Flage, that is fucking nuts. Man.
And she actually has
she can rap too.
I was gonna say she has some really good
Can't
music.
pay me, but-
I just happened to go down a rabbit hole.
So that's why did she get the song with Wayne?
I think she did. She has a song with Wayne.
Now I can, cause I'm like, why the fuck? Just cause you fucking rapping, motherfucker. Why do you get?
LSU,
But then I was
her dad Camouflage.
Yeah,
all that,
yeah. Now I'm like, damn, that makes sense. So she's homegrown.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Flage from Atlanta, wasn't he?
I
Camouflage?
thought he was from like South.
That's from Georgia.
Somewhere.
Camouflage?
I
Yeah.
thought so. I could be wrong.
Why
thought-
did
I
think
thought
he
it's
was
from Georgia.
Baton.
Because LSU is in Baton Rouge. I thought he was from Georgia. Maybe he got a chick from Louisiana.
Camouflage was in Baton.
I could
Well,
be
he was
wrong.
from
It's
Baton.
been so long.
Where you from?
I'm looking right now. I don't know.
Damn, but I don't know where it changed at. But
That's Tiger King. That is not Camouflage.
I don't know why that came up. I don't know why that came up. That was really crazy.
I don't know where it changed at. And I think it was because of Caitlyn Clark, man. I probably
It
think it was because of Caitlyn Clark. It wasn't because of Angel Reese. It wasn't because of anybody else. I look at Angel Reese games. She kind of overrated to me. I hate that people made it a racial thing. I really do.
It was
But-
going to be racial, though. It was going to.
No,
It's not interesting without it being racial.
But she was like that last year.
And
She
he's
like
from Georgia,
he's from
Savannah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She was like that last year. And I think from last year, because they won last year.
Yeah.
They won last year. Last year, she kind of put herself in the
She put herself in that shit talking box.
Yes.
And that's fine. But when
so
it
now
comes
that
back to
it's
you,
more light on you, now all of a sudden
She
you
can't take the
don't
pressure.
want to be the you know what I mean?
The
playing the
villain.
victim card.
Yeah.
It was like last year there was not a lot of lights there, so
Talk
you
your
was kind of
shit.
doing your thing. You was talking your shit.
yeah. That heightens it
Now
up
it's
now. So now when you lose, you feel the pressure of everybody's attacking me and so much pressure and all this. Nah, you in that shit talking category box. Stay there. 'Cause
I
when
think
you lose,
I think it's more so because they take it a step further than she's just talking shit and playing sports. Like it's cool for men to talk shit. Like Kobe was like one of the biggest shit talkers ever.
Yeah.
And nobody
backed
had
it
a
up.
problem. Nobody had a problem with that. But because
Yes,
she's
they
up,
did.
well, I'm saying you didn't really hear about it until you heard like the stories from other players that
Kobe
were saying
backed this
things.
shit talking up.
Okay, but as far as like it with it having the racial tension with it too, they're putting the stereotypes on top of her shit talking. It's like, okay, well she's this, she's that, putting all the typical black woman stereotypes on top of her. I can see her being a little bit upset about that.
So why doesn't South Carolina? Why they don't get that same? Why is it not the same with them?
Because they don't have the star power.
They're just a good team.
It's
They're
just
the
a good
Spurs.
team. There's no star that's actually, out there.
What's their center name? She down there and pushed the motherfucker
What's her
out there.
name?
Goddamn.
You don't know her
Exactly.
name.
What's the center's
Cardoso.
name?
Cardoso.
How long did it take you to pull that
about it.
together?
Yeah.
Oh no, man.
I think that women don't get the same, like they don't.
We gotta
They
stop
don't.
doing that. We gotta stop
It's
doing
true though. Like you can't talk shit without being painted as the villain. And then being called ghetto and all this other stuff. Like I think that she wasn't prepared for all of the limelight that was going to come along with it.
Or, that's the problem with wanting to be the villain, right? Is that once you decide to take on that role, which that role is not built for everybody, it's no longer up to you to want to say, well, now I want to show y'all the real me.
No, you got to sit in it. If that's the
Yes.
role you
So-
picking, you got to sit in it.
You like this last year, then for the Sweet 16, you put the fucking crown on the, you know what I'm saying? You put the crown on Iowa's bench. Like, you got lean into that shit. You can't be all on the motherfucking TV.
Can't cry when you lose.
Maybe that's the problem. The only thing I don't like about the WNBA, like stop fucking crying.
There's no crying in basketball.
Every fucking loss, motherfuckers crying and shit. But now that there are more eyes on you, I think there's a huge problem with the kids today and what they deem as success, because they never look at the other side of that. What comes with it?
That's true.
And so they don't prepare themselves to. Y'all want to be successful and y'all want to be y'all want to be seen as so amazing in the limelight, but there's a different side to that. Now there was one fucked up part where what was the journalist? Was it LA Times journalist wrote a fucked up article about LSU. Now that's
what I'm saying. Like,
but a lot of that is due to their coach as well, though. Their coach is she's known to be like the no nonsense. Like she got onto the podium and was like when was it LSU and South Carolina got into that kerfuffle, and she was on there like, hey, she lucky that was Angel Wee she pushed. Like that's the coach.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you can't. I know she got all these endorsements and shit like that, but you can't be the villain when the lights are dim and then be like, okay, well I want to show the world the real me, when now the entire country is watching women's basketball at this point. I think not even Angel Reese, but I think Caitlyn Clark is going to get it worse than that when she transitioned. They was on A.
You think
they already zooming in on her Adam's apple.
Bro, did you watch the UConn and Iowa game?
No,
you didn't watch it? Okay. So you know how they do the NBA games where like on 13 it just be like the regular game, and then on like 31, like Kevin Hart and them.
Yeah.
So they were doing the same thing, but they have all WNBA players there.
Oh shit.
So you got Sue Bird,
the
what's the chick from here? What's the chick from here?
Asia Wilson?
No, Caitlyn broke her record.
White girl.
She married old boy.
Not Brianna.
She married old boy from the Raiders, and then they traded him like
Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey Plum,
Oh, yeah.
and so Sue Bird, Kelsey Plum. It was somebody else. They was like I don't want to say nobody, but I didn't recognize her. And then they had Diana Taurasi.
Okay.
And nigga, they like, no, it's gonna be a transition period. Like you 18, you know what I'm saying? You doing all this, but how you coming over here with grown ass women?
She's only 18.
Caitlyn Clark older than that, ain't she? She gotta be like 20.
No.
Please say she 20.
But she like you now. You coming over here with grown ass women. Like there's going to be a transition point, because as you know that there's only a certain amount of teams in the WNBA, so it's easier for a lot of them women be out of the league.
22.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, shit. So she how many years? Oh, she did.
This is her last year. This is it.
Oh, she did all 4.
Yeah, this is it.
I don't know. Well, women do all 4 anyways, right? But so they asked Breanna Stewart, like, does Caitlyn need a ring to be like considered one of the all-time greats? And she like, yeah. Diana Taurasi was like, there's gonna be a transition period, like y'all 18, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come in here. Now y'all playing with women that got something to play for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We got families and shit like that. So but they're talking about like Caitlyn in general. Like it ain't about Angel Reese and none of them. They talking about Caitlyn and what it's gonna look like when she comes over there. So it's coming off as hate. But
why is it coming off as hate? Because they kind of did the same thing with Wemby when he was coming on.
No, they
like
didn't.
a lot of the players wanted to bust his ass this season because he's so young.
No, I think there was only one player that came out and was like, he's just so tall. He's just tall, and that was. But he's a villain anyway. So he
Draymond.
What's my man's that was on Memphis, but then got traded to Houston. Always wear the 2 braids.
Oh, light skinned nigga.
Yeah. So he was just like, he's just tall, but he leans into that villain role. I think with Wemby, the NBA and NBA players immediately knew that's gonna be the cash cow.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna bring in a lot of new viewers, which equates to a lot more money.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like on the WNBA side that their future cash cow is coming, and ain't nobody fucking with her.
But is it Now, are we considering it hate because it's women though? Or I mean, are they just being competitive, saying like you may think
Super fucking
that
competitive.
Yeah, but what is
it's
wrong
like,
with that?
This is like your cash cow. Like when Diana Taurasi and I think they were watching something and Angel Reese was saying was like bye bye or something. She was raving bye bye to somebody. Diana Taurasi was like, yeah, say wave bye bye to your career too. So it's not just Caitlyn, but it's like
any newbie coming into the league.
Because
well, women are catty naturally.
No, but the problem is with the WNBA. Shit, it's only a certain amount of teams. Maybe 140 players.
Yeah,
it's like maybe 140. So you got players that were good. Like girl was like almost the face of the league one year, and she was out the next. Girl that was messing with she was like, she had some sex appeal and all that. What's her name? Tia Cooper?
Oh, Lord.
That was messing with Dwight. Out, gone in a year. So.
Liz Cambage.
Liz did a couple years. I was talking about Tia Cooper. Tia Cooper she got drafted to LA. But it's not a lot of spots left. It's not a lot of spots. So there are great players that just not going to make it. So. But yeah, I don't know. I've never seen someone treat their cash cow like that, man.
You think Caitlyn should go to the big three for the $5 million?
Fuck yeah, they did the number. She ain't gonna make $5 million.
Yep.
How long is it gonna take her to make $5 million in
the WNBA?
Yeah,
I think it was 5 to 7 years, if that.
And how long is their season? Can she do that?
3 months.
Can you do both?
Can't do both.
No,
she would. Okay. No, they said if she was to try to do both, she would miss a couple Indiana games because she's gonna go number one.
If I'm like,
I think they have it where she can't play in 2 leagues.
But niggas in the big three, like she wouldn't score a fucking bucket here.
Take your money.
Somebody was like, "Man, this is fucking prison ball over here." What are you? What?
Oh God! Lil Durk said he got 10 mil for her.
To do what?
He said to come play with him.
Where the fuck he play at?
I don't know.
Like an old block.
I saw somewhere online. I saw that just scrolling. I'm like, what? He gonna give her 10 mil? What?
Yeah, okay. Man. So I don't know what she do. That's a man. I don't know what she do. I might forfeit a year and just go ahead and do the big three. Get that $5 million.
Get the 5 year.
And then, because I got the game to translate. I think it's going to be a little bit more harder for Angel Reese to translate because she plays the inside game. Mm-hmm. As long, man, you got a Jimmy, you can get somewhere with a Jimmy.
Caitlyn was popping them too.
Yeah, you can get somewhere with a mean Jimmy. When you play an inside game, it's a little bit harder. Like she'll be going against like some of the. Now she's going against the Aja Wilsons. Mm-hmm. That's who Angel Reese. You know what I mean? She's going against some motherfuckers that can. Yeah. Caitlyn to be on the outside. So it'd be easier for her to get her shit off. I think the transition would be a little bit more easier for her. But I might forfeit a year. Give me that 5. Go ahead and give me that 5. And I'll see y'all in year 2.
Yep.
They also put a lot of spotlight on how she makes, plays for her teammates as well. So it's it's not just the athletic part. She has the mental aspect of it as well, which is very important, especially when you go into that next level. Yeah. You have to know the game.
That's crazy, man. We talking about the
ain't that some shit?
But that's the beauty of it, though. Like this is something. This is something that the WNBA, although they're the players are not really.
This is like the equivalent of like bunting.
Although they're not giving her the respect that she deserves, it is putting the eyes on them because they've been trying everything throughout the years. Like even with having the NBA say things about the WNBA. Like,
if I'm the WNBA,
that campaign wasn't even really successful.
If I'm the WNBA, I think I don't want to combine my deal with the NBA at this point. I got to go all in on myself.
Yeah.
Shit. I want a separate deal.
That league will fold in 5 years.
I think they already got a deal with Amazon, I think it's Amazon.
Really?
To play WNBA games, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not. If you talking about the WNBA, gonna have all the star power right now, the young star power.
Yeah.
I don't know if
the NBA gonna have that because who's the new face of the league in the NBA?
Wemby.
fucking Wemby.
You just said it.
He's so good,
bro.
though. Like, I love watching him play.
I'm a Spurs fan. I am. I have never seen a player flirt with a quadruple double so easy, multiple times.
This nigga's built like a creative player.
But he's only playing. He don't
He
even.
gotta put a little weight on him, too.
He don't be playing that many minutes, and still be having 30, 20, 8 and 8.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
to do it with ease like that is just like, yeah, man.
He be getting beat up some nights, though.
Oh yeah, he
Be out there.
They be roughing him up.
Yeah, they be roughing him up.
The NBA, I think I'm gonna take that back. The NBA in trouble.
Yeah.
The NBA is in trouble, but they got Wemby, but I think that's it. But when you look at the current landscape of the NBA and what's coming, the NBA, I mean the college basketball players are they're just outright terrible. So it's like where are you going to get great talent from? Are we going to keep going overseas?
Yeah.
You're going to have to.
You're gonna have to.
Because they're saying this draft right here is going to be one of the weakest ever. And I can't see it getting no better. And I really can't see it no better. So is the NBA at this point, are they looking at it like a business decision where I'm letting these motherfuckers come straight from high school so I can capitalize off the NIL deals that they got? Because as far as the talent goes,
they don't make these boys play.
They don't
really
play hard
no more.
enough. Yeah.
If you have like a little bit of talent, this kind of things are given to you on a platter.
Yep.
Like if you know how to dunk, oh my God, that's all you really need to know how to do. You got the height and you can dunk on everybody. You don't got to do nothing else but show up.
Majority of the stars now from overseas: Luka, Wemby, Giannis,
Joker,
Embiid. A lot of the top tier superstars are from overseas already. I think they play with a little bit more grit, they play with seasoned older players.
Yeah.
So they have that experience as far as professional playing over there. So when they come over here, it's not a cakewalk as it would be for somebody born and raised in America.
Nasty over here, man.
Yeah.
It's really nasty over here. I don't know how
It's more politics.
I don't know how do you change it. Like you got the individual game. First of all, you got the individual game, so it's all one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
The kids do not know how to play
outside of zone.
No continuity.
So I don't know. They don't know how to play situational basketball. It's just all one-on-one, and motherfuckers be working on skills that they'll never use.
Yep.
And,
That has to do with coaching, though. That comes from the top.
Yeah, but like, well, if a coach, it's the same way when we talk about the rap game. Like, if a coach has if a coach got these certain resources, if you continuously letting trash go through the door, at one point, when does it, am I a great player because I got 1.8 million followers?
Yeah, pretty
In this
much.
day
And you
and age
got the
of
best clips. Highlight tape.
Well, I gotta do something because NBA in trouble, man.
I think so too. And then I feel like with Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark both going into the WNBA, it does bring the drama. You know what I mean? That people want, like you said, like
Yeah.
SO said, people are more interested in the storyline. And no matter how we try to play it and be like, oh, we don't want to bring race into it.
That's a component.
It's a component.
Spices it up.
That's why everybody, the whole Larry Bird and
Larry Bird daughter. I got that from Boosie said that though.
But I'm just saying, like the whole Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, that whole thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like people love the drama because they wanted to see a competitive white man beat a black athlete that's always thought to be superior.
Larry Bird was a dog though.
Yeah, but
and I think that's the problem that I have with race when it comes to sports. It's like
You get one of them ones that's white.
Larry
that got
Bird
that
was
chick.
really, really like that,
It was
and so
him.
that I was kind of looking at it like that when I was watching Iowa and LSU.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first game I had ever watched of Caitlyn Clark.
Okay.
So now I'm watching the game as a fan of basketball. Now I'm like, I'm low key upset that they didn't threw this racial component in here.
Yeah, because you can't like.
She is a dog.
She hard. Caitlyn hard.
She is cooking these motherfuckers. What racial component?
Ain't none really when you look at it and judge just off the sport.
But the majority is not looking at it that way.
Yeah,
I mean, you just have to.
it adds the spice to the story.
You just have to accept the fact of where we came from. The racial part, that's always going to be
But
there.
I just see like
always.
but like South Carolina is just so much, is such a more blacker team.
But they undefeated for the last 2 seasons. They got championships under their belt. They have a dynasty.
No, South Carolina lost last year.
Yeah, but they were undefeated going into the tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they been last 2 seasons they was undefeated. They lost in the championship last year or the one somewhere in the Final Four.
Yeah.
And then the championship now, so they got to redeem themselves from last year. It's a storyline with that. Even with the WNBA, I'm watching because of the Aces. I want to see if they can three-peat.
Yeah.
So I'm already.
But even now, okay, so even now, like with Iowa and South Carolina plays today, I've heard 0 things about anything racial. So was it just with LSU?
Yes.
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 With a white coach?
Yes. It's the players.
The players.
perceptions.
Exactly.
But one of their third players, even though she was getting
Oh, they talk so bad
that
about
white
her.
girl.
Poor thing.
she got up out of there though. They say
she
they say she was like a real dog, but she got up out of there. Because what's
Yeah.
the name is a transfer? Angel Reese is a transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She transferred after COVID, didn't she? Isn't that?
she did 2 years at Maryland. 'Cause she's from Baltimore.
That makes
Yeah.
all the sense in the world. She acts like that.
Yeah, she did
I
two.
did
I
not
think
know
2
that.
years at Maryland,
Yeah.
and then went to transferred. But
She had like she from
she was
Baltimore.
man.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Kaylin was.
Caleb was coming off them screens.
They trying to say she a man. Did you see how
That's
they was
fucked
zooming
up.
in on her neck?
That's fucked up.
That's misogyny. That's misogyny.
Oh God! But why do they keep doing it? I'm like, that's so terrible.
Yeah, but Kayla was way. I said, God damn.
Did she hit
boy."
him with 40? She hit him with 40, didn't she?
Yep. She was
Damn,
cooking
Angel.
her. And what's her name? Haley Van Lith. Like that was some white on white violence right there. They had one
Some
picture.
white on white crime.
They had one picture where the old girl was just like.
What can I do?
What can you do? You know what I mean? But she entered the transfer portal, but I don't blame her. And then now next year you got
The transfer portal
Juju.
is nasty.
Juju hard. Juju Watkins,
I mean, she all right.
she going for hers.
She got to. She ain't got no help.
Hey, whatever.
They gotta bring it next year. They gotta bring in 50 Cent, man.
Give 50 Cent an NIL deal with her?
Oh, my
No, they got
God.
what's the sister name? They got shot up like 10 times.
Who
Oh,
the
from
fuck
out
is that?
here.
She from here.
What's her name?
Play for
Is it like
USC.
Aaliyah? No, it's not Aaliyah.
She didn't play. She didn't play in the
I remember that story.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they do
They
at a
shot her
party
in
and
her
shot her
legs.
legs and shit.
I remember
She's
that.
she's on USC.
Oh, is she?
You know,
Yeah, she gonna come back in here. Who?
she got to do. She
She
didn't
got
play
to.
though. She didn't play at all. She didn't play at all.
Shit, she probably still got bullets in her.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I heard that shit hurts. I mean, some of them they just leave them in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it causes more damage to try
take
to
it out.
take it out.
But they got this some. That's a great storyline though. I can't lie to you. Like,
Does
that's
it
a
have you
great
invested?
Storyline.
Does it have you wanting to?
Motherfucker be like, man, she got shot 10 times and now she's back playing basketball.
She the Tupac.
Hell yeah! What?
Have we seen her since, though?
Many man.
Yeah.
She was in like a documentary, shit like that. Yeah. So you got Juju and you got her. Juju, she got the. I don't know if she's gonna say the star. She got the star power.
Yeah, she do.
She need help though. She needs help. Yeah. But shout out to them, man. I didn't know that this is only the third March Madness
For women?
for women.
Yeah.
It's only the third one. It was
Really?
Yeah. It used to only be
for the
the
men's.
men.
No
Because
shit.
I was surprised too. I'm like, I never really heard, them speak of like the women's
hold
basketball
on.
at the
It's
same
only like
time.
the third one,
I
bro.
thought they been having. I thought UConn women's was winning them.
No, that's because back then that when
It wasn't
UConn
60.
was doing like was 50-0 and shit like that. But it
Yeah.
was through the seasons. It wasn't.
It wasn't March Madness.
Oh wow.
But man, shout out to them, man. Get your own deal, man. Get your own deal. That's all I
Get
get.
your money. Get
That's,
your money while you're in college, because you may not make it to that WNBA, but as long as you got your money in the college,
Get your money.
do all 4 years.
Oh, did y'all see the shit on Instagram where a dude filmed himself? He filmed himself serving Young Miami.
Nah,
Low key corny.
cornball
Serving
that
her-
shit. Serving her what?
Paper.
White, pink cocaine?
She about to twerk herself out of that
'Cause of
situation.
Yeah.
I ain't seen Young Miami's ass so much in like all these years since all this stuff been happening.
Gonna hit the booth now.
She like, I'm gonna twerk my way right up out of here. You guys are not gonna talk about Diddy no more.
I think he gets off.
He hasn't been charged yet, has he?
I don't think there's anything.
He's
to
out
charge
living
him with.
freely, like completely
I
freely.
think he gets off.
I think he's gonna get off. He ain't gonna have no career.
No, it's
Yeah,
over. That's over. And not entertainment.
yeah, he's gonna be the money man, silent investor, and some shit.
Because they don't know. They still don't know who. They still don't know who bought the Revolt shares yet. So
Damn.
yeah, I don't see from entertainment purposes.
That sucks. So do we cancel Diddy's music?
Fuck no.
Good. 'Cause
I didn't uncancel R. Kelly's, man. I don't give a fuck.
you want to cancel them?
Fuck yeah. Nigga,
At
what?
this point, everybody fucked up in the industry. We can't have no entertainment at this point. You can't get no good TV shows.
Man, for real.
Listen, Nickelodeon is in fucking shambles now. Like
Yeah.
all of our childhood.
I give up, man. I truly give up. Like if we just going to support people like because of who they are, we ain't gonna have nobody to support.
That's real shit.
So fuck it.
That's real shit.
Fuck it. I'm not. Wait.
It's crazy. I was scrolling earlier today, and they had these two pictures side by side of R. Kelly being 28, falling in love with a 15-year-old Aaliyah, and then they said that Jay-Z was 28 and Beyonce was 17 when they fell in love. I'm like,
Bro.
what is going
Is
on?
it Jay-Z and motherfucking Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jay-Z. I mean, and then Aaliyah and Fat.
Dame Dash.
and Dame Dash too.
I didn't know Dame Dash was fat. That's crazy. But yeah,
Oh.
Husky.
He was fat. No, he was fat Dame Dash then. I mean,
And they married. Like nobody is. They were dating when she was a teenager.
And
She's
Hov.
born in 69.
Who, Jay-Z?
Yeah, she's born in 81.
Yeah. I was watching the 2000s documentary. They had like the MTV Awards from like 03. He right there next to Beyonce. I said, damn, they really been together that long?
wait, you said 03? How old was they? When you said they was what?
If
How
it was
old?
03, she was 22. So he was 34?
He was 34 and she was 22?
Yep.
Oh, that's not, I mean, I can't be mad at that one. If I get that, look, man, if I get up there at that age, I don't want no old woman either.
What Donnell Wallace said, he want no new old bitch.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I'm going,
God
look,
damn.
I got to give me I'm probably going to give me a 20-something.
But can you have a conversation that big of an age gap, though? Like, just, dude.
No, you can't, but am I looking for that at that point?
But you want to have something in depth with her. You want to have something in common.
When I get up there in that age and say it doesn't work out, and I'm like I'm a older single man, I don't know if I want to be in that situation where I'm trying to like really, really get to know somebody. Just kind of, you know what I mean? Put it on me. Like Ja Rule say.
I had an old frat brother. He 50. He was dating a 25-year-old.
That's
I was just
crazy.
like, dude,
I just feel like that's insane.
how? What are y'all doing?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, so 50 to me is too young. I would still be trying to find somebody like that I can have a connection to. But if I get up there and if I'm in my like 60, 65-ish,
You probably go down to 50.
I don't want nobody I can relate to. Fuck the shit out of me. I need some young energy. I'm not trying to connect to nobody else.
You trying to find a 21-year-old too? Like young
21 might be-
Aoki and
21 might be a little
30 and under, though.
I
At
do.
60.
If I'm 60, 65, my cutoff would probably be 25.
Really?
That is
That
wow.
is insane.
I ain't going under 25.
I can't go over 25 now if I was single. Like,
Well, see, we had like what you say, Donnell Rollins said.
Yeah.
Man, we at a young old age.
Yeah.
Right. So we're still at that age where like we would still want to have a connection with somebody.
right.
But at some point, I realized the situation I'm in. If I'm divorced at 65, I'm in trouble
Yeah.
anyways. So, nigga, if I'm divorced at 65 and I'm by I don't want no connection with nobody. It's almost over. I don't want no connection with nobody. Nigga, give me somebody that's just finna fuck the dog shit out of me. And that's
take
it.
all your money. That's it.
Nah,
Can't
ain't
take it with
and
you?
spend your retirement. Yeah,
Nah.
what you think this for free?
Nah,
Boy,
ain't-
please.
ain't-
Ain't no 25-year-old finna be fucking on you like crazy for nothing in return.
I ain't doing that.
In your
much.
dreams.
Shit, they got Viagra
It's
now.
not
But we
happening.
do 60s. In our 60s, we gonna be.
You gonna have to give a little sugar to be a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, yeah, give me that pension, daddy.
It's just
Give me that pension, daddy.
It's that pimping. What they say that? It's that pimping, man.
Right.
That's
Yeah, all right.
What? What is that pimping?
Boy, that's what you think.
That pimping.
Trust.
Game gonna change.
Ain't no 25-year-old giving up the sugar for
Well,
nothing.
shit. By the time I'm 65, that's another 30 years from now. Shit, they probably already had like sex robots and shit anyway.
Yeah.
So I probably won't even need a human.
They got sex robots now.
I couldn't see myself messing with one right now.
What if
You
she
don't even like to masturbate. So for you to say you get a
What if
sex
she
robot,
like a badass sex robot though? Like just like fine as hell.
65. 65. I couldn't see myself fucking one. I get head about one, yeah.
You're already there. You might as well go for
might
it.
as well do all of it.
Nah, if it's a robot, I'm using the fuck out of this. What? I'm not getting on top. None of that. You finna just the head.
Real
That's
Gok 2000.
That's it. That's it. You change these levels. That's it.
They got toys like that though for men now.
Yeah, I can't see myself doing it.
Man, I was going down the whole stroll, Tropicana on the other morning.
Excuse me.
Man, I seen like 2 bad ones. Like, God damn, you shouldn't be out here.
Have you ever seen those videos on Fig?
Yo, yeah. When they do like the little drone.
they got some really pretty.
Yeah, they got some fine ones out there.
Man,
That shit is crazy.
Sad, right?
Huh?
I went
Hella
down.
sad, right?
Yeah.
I went down Boulder Highway and like I wanted to pull over and get this shit some water, bro. I was like, nigga, this shit right here
Hey,
is
crazy.
sad. God damn, bro. Like they out there. What are you?
And they got that 2-for-1 special. of
Man.
it.
I mean, that was a bad one. I was like, oh, damn. She looked too cute to be out here. Like,
Hey man.
I just kept it moving. People watching.
You should pull up on her
Hey,
like
I had-
the abortion people
I
be
had,
like, you know, you don't have to do this.
I follow this dude on.
Yo.
This dude on. You know what's fucking crazy? I had started following this dude on the TikToks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he was on Skid Row.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know they got rich tents out there.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's like when you get the ones from like Dick's Last Resorts, like the real camping tents. That's like the upscale tent.
They big ass tents, like SO say. Then you peek inside. They got games, big screen TVs.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Like it looks like a fucking
house.
yeah.
Homeless shelters are the new ghettos. Homeless camps and shit. The ghetto ain't the ghetto no more.
It's so sad because
Yeah.
a lot of people just cannot afford rent and
California?
housing out there. It's so
Leave.
expensive.
And they
It's
went
so
to
expensive.
they the same person they did. They went down into our sewers and shit. So that's where all the homeless people be at when they in the city. Majority of them be in the sewers.
Yeah.
And the problem with the sewers is
Once it rain,
when it rains,
get flooded,
You can
yeah.
die very fast.
Yep.
So dude was like,
Especially out here, flash floods
yeah. So
are
dude
really
was
a
like,
thing.
how long do you guys take to? How long does it take? Till you guys know you're in trouble? And he was like, not long. So I'm like, God damn.
I don't
Couldn't
understand
imagine.
the California crisis. Just leave. Like, it costs a living
Where
out
do you
there.
go?
It's crazy. And then they're paying people like they're not paying them, comparable to even live out there. Like you got to have a side hustle. You got to be stealing, committing a little bit of fraud. Like you got to do all that in order to really survive out there.
Everybody else sell crack. I'm just convinced. They all selling crack. You got to.
You boosted. Like you got to have
Something on the side.
two stay-at-home jobs,
Well, that's
work
where
from home jobs.
you got to have roommates and shit. Like I don't know. Even like actors and motherfuckers, they got roommates and shit in New York and
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
New York
New
is
York
bad
is-
too.
New York's slightly worse than L.A.
Yeah,
worse.
It's worse.
the cost of living out there has been
It's
crazy.
been bad, and you got no car.
And then they actually have like rental spots that are probably like they look like little boxes. It's
They're
a studio.
boxes,
They
be
have
on the floor, and y'all
community
share
showers.
bathrooms.
Yeah, community
Wait,
showers.
wait. Say that again.
They have like a floor, and it'd be like 4 or 5 small apartments that look like big ass closets, and then they have like one bathroom. So everybody on that floor shares that bathroom, and they'll charge you like
Okay, no,
$2,500.
hold on. What's the floor plan again? You keep on saying
It's
like
a floor, like an apartment building.
okay.
dorm.
So like a dorm. Perfect example. It's a
Like a
dorm.
makeshift dorm.
So there's no like doors and shit.
No, there's
There's a
doors.
door. So it'd be like a room like this. This would be your apartment. But to go to the bathroom, you have to go outside, go to the left, and there's 5 other rooms on that floor that uses that same bathroom.
Oh fuck no.
And you probably spending like $2,300,
$2,500 a month for something like
$2,500
this.
for that.
That is nuts.
Bruh. They
Crazy.
different.
2,500 and I'm.
Bruh, that
You ain't
shit's
got no
different.
kitchen.
2,500
And
and I'm sharing a
that's on the-
bathroom.
that's on the cheap end.
And this is in New York.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
New York, bro. I don't understand how people live in New York either.
You gotta. It's a
Damn.
different type.
That's
of
why
like,
everybody moving to Houston.
Yeah, Texas is everybody moving. They getting over. They like us. They don't want people coming there neither.
And they also don't have state taxes too.
They have no
right?
state taxes.
Yeah.
Well, I heard through the grapevine everybody's starting to move to Dallas.
Yeah. If I left here, I would go to Dallas.
I want to visit Dallas.
It's a different type.
I hear
of,
they got a little stake as far as like the food and party scene out there too is kind of big also.
I don't want to go nowhere else where they're known for good food.
New Orleans did
Why?
it.
Yeah, I'm okay. No more. I
Why?
don't want to go to anywhere because we went to New Orleans already, and it's kind of like when you go visit somewhere where you only going because you hear the food is good. That shit only lasts for a restaurant or two. Yeah, man.
You know
Over
what? When we did go out there to visit, because they have so much seafood, because it's right there,
By the ocean,
by the
Gulf,
ocean. It after a while it did become a little bit overwhelming. It was like, okay, everything is starting to taste the same, but it's good. Like I'm enjoying it, but everything's starting to taste the same.
Give me a fucking burger. That's what that's
they
how I
like,
was
"We gonna
fucking
give you a
feeling when I was
seafood
out there.
burger."
Nigga, give me a fucking burger.
They
I
like,
don't want to. If
"Here
I
go
see
this
another
crawfish
fucking
burger."
shrimp again, I'm gonna fucking go crazy. I do want to go back to Houston, but the one spot we went to, they shut down now, man.
Turkey leg?
Yeah,
I heard they closed down.
because they got the divorce was going on. And shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
They got divorced and shit, man. But yeah, I need to somewhere else to go. Like,
Want a trail burger?
you know where you be? Fuck no. You know where you be? Okay, so when you go out, SO, because you've been to a lot of places.
Yeah.
Outside of food, where have you been because you heard something was there
Florida,
and it's known for?
women, Miami.
But they say they all built the same.
After you get there, they are kind of built the same, but it's just different. And they have like Cubans, which is like new to me culturally because I'm looking at like white women with like blue eyes and black hair, and they start speaking Spanish, so it throws you off like, huh?
Yeah.
It's a lot of Cubans out here too, though,
There is, but
That's
I
a
think
big
it's like the
Cuban community.
Mecca is like Miami. I think they
because
all.
it's right there.
Yup, it's right
How
there.
far is Miami from Cuba? Like, can you see it?
It's like less
like a
than
boat
2.
ride.
It's like a boat ride, less than 200 miles.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's
but
why it's so many
It's
Cubans
like
there.
that's like less to that's
Less-
like what, to Barstow?
Yeah.
No, not Barstow. Bakersfield?
it's like less than 200 miles between Miami and
God
Cuba.
damn, I know it was that close.
Yeah, but we got an embargo with Cuba, so we can't never go directly from America to Cuba. You got to go from America to like somewhere in Mexico, then Mexico to Cuba. We don't do business.
What
with
happened
Cuba.
to the? It was open for a minute.
It was open when Obama was in office. I think Trump closed that shit back up.
Okay.
45, baby. But it's been so long. So I'm due to go to New York with my wife because she's never been, and I'm trying to like guide her and tell her like how New York is like overrated to a certain extent. And she's an LA baby, so she don't know, but I want you to see this on your own.
I was talking to me and wifey. Was talking about this, and when we go, whenever we do go, I want to visit every borough
in New York.
Yeah,
you want to go on a hood tour.
Like you know what I mean? Like a lot of people that I know of, when they go to New York, they go straight to Manhattan.
That's like the touristy spot. That's the Strip. I would stay in Manhattan. That's the safest, quote unquote.
See, I want to visit the boroughs, man. Different boroughs.
I'm good on Brooklyn. I got cousins in Brooklyn. I'm good on Brooklyn.
What?
I'm good on Brooklyn.
Whoa, so we can hurry up and get up out of there like we did in New Orleans.
Yeah, same shit. It'll be exact same.
Oh, that was
Staten Island.
That was something.
Where the Woo from? Staten Island. That shit look deserted.
Because that's like an island.
It's an island.
Really.
It's an island.
Yeah.
Queens, I do kind of want to go to Queens. And then I heard the Bronx is like the shit that you seen on like the Warriors
Bronx
movies.
is crazy.
They said abandoned billions. Yeah, they said the Bronx is the worst out of all the boroughs.
It looks like how it looks in on The Wire.
Cooley High.
Like The Wire. Yeah, they all
It looked like The Wire.
Blocked up.
Me and wifey had kind of like just started talking a little bit with she had visited New York. And every time I ask her, I'd be like, how's it going out there? She's like, cold.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, is it anything else?
Ooh, between that, rats, weather, I'm good.
Because we went out there in March. So, we're from California.
Yeah.
So we're like thinking in March it's going to be warmed up out there. And we're like, okay, it's the perfect time to go. It was cold as hell out there. And then not only was it cold, you had the breeze coming in off of the ocean to where it's
wind chill factor.
Yes. So that's hitting you. And then you got these big ass buildings with all the glass and the windows. So it was just frigid. It felt like I was in a refrigerator.
Yep.
I was ready to go.
The Sun Belt. You ever Google the Sun Belt? It's a line to go across America. I try to stay underneath the Sun Belt, which is LA, San Diego, Vegas, Texas. I'm not going over that Sun Belt. I'm good. I'm not built for that life.
Yeah, I wanna. That's the one thing I said. Give me a week, and I just wanna. I wanna visit every borough because New York is not as big as we think it is. It's like So.
And then it is also a 24-hour city as well too.
Yeah.
And they have like some real nice like artsy places. Like when we went out there with Milan, she was showing us all kinds of like super cool stuff out there.
Okay, so
I think if I were ever to go somewhere for a reason outside of food, I probably would go to Arizona for hiking.
Oh,
hiking.
Yes.
You hike?
I love hiking.
What?
I love it. I would want to go out there for hiking and then also for like their spas and stuff because they have like all kinds of really nice spas.
Yeah, hot springs.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I would want to go out there for
I'm
that.
still grateful we alive. Well, we went to Red Rock and got lost, nigga. We could have ran into a fucking den, anything. We could have been in a fucking mountain lion's den or anything. Shit.
And then we went back though. That was our first hike, and then we went to Mary Jane Falls in the snow.
And that was some bullshit.
Yeah, in the snow.
Wow.
Which was crazy
because it's like a fucking. It's like you. As soon as you get out of your car, it's like you walk up. You're walking up a hill, and then it's like this.
It's just windy.
It's winding.
All the way up. It's up. All up. And then you go up there and then you see this fucking
little stream.
This stream, which is beautiful. And then you walking your ass back down.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. Nigga. And so when I tell you, we are in the fucking snow. We are in the snow.
Oh,
I got on sweats. I got on boots. Nigga, my entire shirt is soaked.
From sweat.
I'm damn near
Sweating,
naked.
Walking in the cold.
Man, hell no. I ain't been since.
Did you catch a cold?
No.
Because nigga, I was hot.
Yeah. You got to see the our pictures from it because he was drenched.
You would have thought I was hooping. It's cold in the motherfucker out here. But other than that shit was cool. But that first time scared me though. Because I'm a nigga that respect nature. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, we could be running into a fucking cougar.
We made the mistake. I won't say the mistake, but the people that we went with, they were kind of seasoned. Like they go weekly. They used to go weekly, and they were going all off the trail, and we didn't know what was going on. We was out there in fucking tennis shoes and stuff, so we really did not know.
Down mountains, bro.
Oh,
no ankle support, nothing. We had no idea what we was doing.
Man, we finna run into a motherfucking cougar. Bro. I know we are, man. They, you know, what I mean, they still be killing motherfuckers. They,
I don't even know how you even supposed to fight a
a
cougar.
motherfucking mountain lion just killed somebody
Recently?
Yeah,
Why was they out there?
man.
leave them animals alone.
Man, shit, man, I be watching that shit. You see that motherfucking video on I had retweeted a video on Twitter where that motherfucking lion was, I mean not lion, the elephant was chasing the car and shit.
Nah.
And then, yeah, so they was on. I'm thinking they was on a fucking safari.
Yeah.
The motherfucking elephant started chasing the car. The fucking like it's running, but it's like stalking it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why the car stopped. I don't know if they thought it was like on some cool shit.
I think it's an
Man,
elephant.
that motherfucking elephant walked right up, nigga, and lifted that motherfucker up.
Oh, shit.
no.
He killed one of them. He killed the lady. Hell yeah.
I thought elephants was like peaceful animals.
What? Hey, boy, they stomp on your motherfucking ass. I think the
like
problem
rhinos.
the problem with safaris is that when people get killed, it's only an elephant or a fucking tiger that they show.
Don't show the other animals that they
They
do
don't
to
show the
kill.
other elephants.
I seen the one with the Komodo dragon ate the little baby goat or whatever.
He's addicted to Komodo dragons.
Man, Komodos, them motherfuckers right there ain't no fucking joke. Them motherfuckers-
That shit is insane.
That's because you know they're
Their tongue is
poisonous.
like poisonous, right?
so they poison you before you even, so you be fucking
Dead
but
or
they
dying.
eat you alive anyways.
That motherfucker.
I think the Komodo dragons and the painted hyenas are the worst. Cause
Oh,
the painted the I think they call it painted hyenas, but they eat you alive. Like all they do is just, and you know it was so fucking heartbreaking because I want to say 2000 maybe 18ish.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember when the baby fell in the
Yeah.
painted hyenas enclosure?
Mm-mm.
It was a wrap immediately.
Out here,
No, this was in Philly. Was it in Philly? I think.
they got hyenas in Philly.
Like It was at a zoo,
Oh shit.
and the baby fell, and hyenas tore that motherfucker up to shreds. They're painted. I think it's called painted hyenas, but they tore that baby up to shreds, man.
Cause they only aggressive when they in packs.
Yes, but they eat you alive though. They don't like a lot of animals like kill you and then they come back and eat you.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers eat you alive.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that got really dark.
Man, I be,
Well, you said you go to eat for food.
see, I don't like people seeing. I don't like seeing people die, but I will watch an animal kill somebody.
I don't like that. I don't like anything gory. Like when we were watching that UFC stuff, I don't like that.
Like what was the lady? Was she? It wasn't Game of Thrones, but it was a director lady. She was on a safari, and they instructed her not to roll her window down. She rolled her window down. Motherfucking lion. I think it was a lion or a tiger. One of them came up right up to her, and they
Took her off.
bit her neck. And
Dumbass.
it was a wrap.
Why do people play with that though? Like for what reason?
It'd be
What would
white
make you want to
people,
get that
it seem like.
close? First of all, I don't want to be on no
No,
safari.
it was
I don't want no
safari with
animals
two Chinese
near
people, and
me.
they was arguing. They
Y'all
was
never
arguing, and this is on like you could like
Yeah.
see this one. I think they was on a safari. It was a Chinese couple, I believe, and they were arguing. And the dumbass lady got out of the car. Boy, Tiger snatched her motherfucking ass right on up. So the mama I think the mama got out, ran after her. She got
her
killed.
too. Father was like, oh,
Yeah, it was all bad.
He
So
said, "I'm
animals-
gonna miss you."
Animals don't like dark meat.
We just smart, man. We smarter, man. We smart. Not. Is there anyone? Because I be really reading this shit. Hogs, which I think I was almost.
Or the
killed from.
boars,
They killed a black lady in Texas, I believe.
them wild boars.
Wild boars.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is-
They different.
That shit, we really,
I thought I was
by the
I
grace of
thought I was
God,
dead.
because that was crazy.
Want to chase you?
What?
When we were in
I
New
think
Orleans
it was
this
low-key
last time.
stalking us.
It was just one.
yes, big as a
I
motherfucker.
kicked shut that.
First of all,
That
we was
motherfucker
just
so
sitting
big,
there.
bro, and I didn't know they growled. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't face to face.
they make a
man.
weird noise.
I came face to face, nigga. I thought it was over.
And everybody was clearing up out of there too. We was the only ones still sitting there waiting for our lift.
The lady, our
Nobody gave you
Uber
no-
driver tried to hit it, pissed it off.
With the car.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was like, "Y'all better get up." in
Oh,
here."
fucked her car up, did
Nigga,
it?
I think I was. I thought I was low key dead. I thought I was. Cause they say they motherfuckers eat you.
Really?
Yeah.
That I
Because they're
didn't.
pigs.
Yeah, pigs
Pigs eat
yeah.
anything.
So
Yeah,
Just like shrimp and all the
I thought
crustaceans.
I was. You say shrimp eat anything?
Yeah, they're the
bottom
bottom
feeders.
Yeah, they
They're the
eat
roaches of the sea.
everything. And
Oh,
the
fuck, we
scallops,
eat
those
them.
are
they're a good
filters of the sea. It's
I
literally
thought
the
it was
same
just
exact
tilapia.
thing.
So
No.
why we be? What is tilapia? Because
Well,
they were saying tilapia is
tilapia
like the.
Is that a man-made fish?
They say that they're the majority of them are farm raised, so like they really eat like all the nasty like stuff, like feces and everything. But they all do. I mean, they're all disgusting.
Scallops, shrimp, they like.
All the crustaceans.
Mike, did you say roaches?
Yeah,
They're
they're
the
the
roaches
roaches
of
of
the
the sea.
sea.
It's in the Bible.
Mm-hmm. So you're really not supposed to eat
Not
any of the
supposed to eat.
crustaceans. You're not supposed to eat no pig. That's why I eat both now, because I'm like, why am I going to eat?
Crazy.
Why am I eating seafood and I can't have no pork?
I wonder
I want a
what-
pork chop.
Outside of that, like, what do we be eating that's really like some fucked up shit?
Cow, man.
You know what's disgusting that I don't think I would ever eat it, but I like seeing how they like prepare it.
Go ahead.
Caviar.
But you eat chitlins?
You eat chitlins?
What, nigga? Shit.
Hell yeah. No.
What?
Fucking with them booty noodles.
Oh boy.
Hey, I like ass of all kinds, baby. No diddy.
Now, how they make caviar?
It's just the fish eggs.
They're
It's
just
just the
splitting it. They're just splitting the fucking fish open
That's
Yeah.
all it
and
is?
let the motherfuckers fall on the plate
Ugh.
or fall in a fucking pan. And they take it out and put it on the plate.
I don't think I ever
It's
had
disgusting.
caviar.
It's disgusting.
I've never had caviar either, but I don't think I want to partake in that.
I
It's
had
just a-
alligator not too long ago. Well, like a year ago, I tried it.
We had some alligator.
It wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
We had it fried though.
But
Yeah.
I do be wondering like the shit that we be fucking, the shit that we be eating. Like I wonder if we like, I wonder like it's just fucked up shit. And like restaurants and chefs be like, y'all know y'all be eating that shit. That shit, you know where that shit comes from?
A lot of the hot dogs are leftover meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a conglomerate of meat put together.
Yeah. Bologna. I still can't make myself eat bologna.
Wendy's chili.
Wendy's chili is nasty.
It's
Because
old
the
hamburger
hamburgers,
meat, right?
the hamburgers from the
What?
day before.
It's the old hamburger meat.
Yes.
Instead of throwing it out, they just make
Use
it into chili.
and use it into chili for the next day.
You know, I was I forgot what I was listening to, and you know, I found out like I didn't know bars. I mean, like lounges and shit, they be reusing bottles. I didn't know that was
Yeah.
a thing.
They keep one bottle and pour like other shit into it. So if I run a Bacardi, I empty Bacardi bottle, I just pour with more Bacardi.
Because they're not going to waste it.
Like, say if we at a table
Mm-hmm.
and we buy a $300 bottle,
And we don't finish it.
they're just reusing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
for the
not going to
bar.
pour it out.
That's fucked up.
That's your well drinks. No.
Yeah, yeah. Real shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why you can't take it with you. That's why I don't like bottle service. Because I'm like, why? If I paid for it, why I can't take my bottle with me?
Yep. And then you feel
I'll pay
obligated
for
to
it.
finish in the bottle.
And then now you about to have alcohol poisoning.
Yep.
Because you done finished the bottle.
That's some bullshit.
I hate bottle service.
Bottle
That
service, I
shit
think,
is-
fucked up the clubbing experience.
It did.
Absolutely it did. Bottle service and
The hookah.
no, just bottle service.
You don't think hookah?
Because of bottle service, there's more seating.
Oh, yeah.
So you got more people sitting down because you got to think it's what, a bottle per table?
Yeah. And you usually only have like about 4 or 5
A bottle
people.
a bottle or two per table. So now I'm putting more tables into this lounge because now the door is free. I'm not paying to get in. So I'm getting all my money off bottles
Yep.
and hookah. We want to throw that in there. So now everybody's sitting down, which is ruining
The dance
the
experience.
dance experience. Yeah. Well, hey, man. Views from the 7 on all platforms. Views from the 7 on Twitter. Views from the _7 on TikTok and Instagram. Views from the 7 on Facebook. You can find me at Just Call Me Spence on Twitter.
Shayna _Candy, and that's everywhere. That's SHAYNA _KANDII.
I am S to the O on Instagram and Twitter.
Man, we be having a full list here, man. The motherfuckers we be freestyling this whole motherfucking show.
I know, we got a list from last month.
All right.
Talked about, yeah.
It's a wonder from like a year ago.
Hey, man, we up out of here. Peace.
Peace.